I can't believe we are already at episode 10 of Basic Life Motivation series. Thank you each and everyone who have continued on this journey with me so far. It really means a lot. If you still have doubts or queries or want me to speak on any topic, feel free to ask. Today's topic is procrastination. We'll do it later self-talk. Without further ado, let's get started on today's video. It starts with a story, The Night Before the Deadline, the journey of Tim Urban. Tim Urban, the creator of the popular vlog Wait But Why, is famously known for his hilarious yet insightful TED Talk titled Inside the Mind of a Master Procrastinator. But what most people don't know is why he gave that talk. Tim was a chronic procrastinator. Throughout school, he delayed assignments until the very last minute. He once wrote a 90-page senior thesis in just 72 hours, something that should have taken months. The process was frantic, stressful, and mentally exhausting. He pulled multiple all-nighters, running purely on caffeine and panic. Despite the last-minute nature of his work, he managed to pull it off. But over the time, he realized the cost of his habit wasn't just stress, it was missed opportunities and unrealized potential. He wasn't doing his best work, just enough to scrape by. Years later, when he had the opportunity to give a TED talk, he faced the same pattern. He delayed preparing for months, but this time, instead of running from it, he decided to face it head on and talk about procrastination itself. He created a talk that was brutally honest, funny, and deeply relatable. And ironically, it turned out to be one of the most popular TED Talks of all time, with over 65 million views. Lesson? Even someone who's deeply entrenched in the procrastination habit can turn it around by becoming aware, laughing at the pattern, and then slowly shifting it. Tim didn't change overnight, but his self-awareness helped him start taking small steps towards the change. Moral of the story? We often think procrastination is a personal flaw, but it's actually a signal telling us something needs to shift. Like Tim, we don't have to be perfect. We just need to start. Just like Tim, we all have an instant gratification monkey in our heads. But once we recognize it, we can tame it and take charge. So what's the one task you're going to stop delaying today? Let me know in the comment box below. Let us learn about procrastination and how to avoid it. Welcome to the channel Elevate with Shachi Seth. Hi, I am Shachi Seth, writer, entrepreneur, life coach, and your dear friend. We're talking about procrastination. One thing is crystal clear. Procrastination is not laziness, it's war. And every time you delay writing that book or starting that project or working on that goal, you're not just wasting time, you're losing a battle. What if I told you there's a way to beat this invisible enemy and finally get things done? Before fighting it, understand it. Procrastination is not a time problem, it's an emotion management problem. We delay tasks not because we are lazy, but because the task triggers negative feelings like boredom, fear, confusion, or self-doubt. When we avoid the task, our brain gets temporary relief, a dopamine reward, which teaches it to repeat the cycle. To break this, you must learn to manage emotions and design your environment and mindset in your favor. Before fighting it, understand it. Let's dive into the book that changed how I see procrastination forever. It's The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. Let me explain to you in stepwise what did he say. 1. Meet the real enemy, resistance. We all face it, that voice in our head that says, you can do it tomorrow. Let's scroll for 5 more minutes. What if you fail? What is that voice? It is resistance. It's invisible, it's internal, and it grows stronger the more important the task is. Want to write a novel? Start a business? Change your life? Resistance will do everything to stop you. But once you recognize it, it's not you, it's the enemy. You can fight it back. 2. To win, turn pro. Procrastination is the war. So how do we win this war? By doing what professionals do, turning pro. A pro doesn't wait for motivation. He shows up every single day, rain or shine. They don't take failure personally. They build routines. They do the work even when it's boring, scary, or hard. Think of it like this: an amateur waits for inspiration. A pro sits down and starts typing, building, creating. Discipline beats resistance every time. 3. Break the all or nothing mindset. Many people procrastinate because they believe if I cannot do it perfectly, I won't do it at all. Instead, focus on progress over perfection. Tell yourself, I'll do something just for now. Even 10% done is better than 0%. I can give you the technique. Use a 2-minute rule. I'll work on it for just few minutes. Once you start, momentum often keeps you going beyond those 2 minutes. 4. Identify the trigger moments. When do you usually start procrastination? After lunch? When you open your laptop? When a task feels unclear? Keep a procrastination journal for a week. Note when and why it happens. Patterns will show up and awareness helps break the loop. Deal with emotional blocks. I'll share some common emotional triggers. 1. Fear of failure. What if I mess up? 2. Fear of success. What if expectations rise? Perfectionism. It's not good enough yet. Or overwhelm. It's too much. So ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? Can I handle it? You'll realize most fears are exaggerated. I'll give you a quick tip here. Visualize how good you will feel once it's done instead of how hard it is to start. Leverage energy, not just time. Work when your energy is highest. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Schedule difficult or creative tasks in your peak energy window and keep routine tasks for low energy hours. Energy management is important than time management. Visualize the future cost of delay. Ask yourself, if I keep delaying this, how will it affect me in a week, a month, or a year? Future self visualization builds urgency and makes you realize how small daily actions shape your life. Tap into a higher power. This is the most important and beautiful part. When you show up consistently and give your best, something magical happens. Call it the muse, call it flow, call it divine help. You start receiving ideas, opportunities show up. You feel aligned, purposeful, unstoppable. Author says, when we do our work, heaven comes to our aid. You just need to do your part, show up and do the work. Stop waiting, stop doubting, stop procrastinating. You don't need perfect conditions. You need courage to begin. So start today. Write that one paragraph. Record that one video. Take that one step. Because when you start, momentum follows. Procrastination is not a character flaw. It's a signal that something in your system needs attention. Maybe your goals aren't aligned. Maybe you're overwhelmed. Or maybe you're afraid. Address the why, not just the what. When you start small, manage emotions, and build consistency, procrastination loses its power. Tell me in the comments what's one thing that you have been putting off that you're ready to commit to today. And if this video helped you, hit the thumbs up icon. Subscribe to the channel so that you can get more such videos. And don't forget the bell icon for notification. Thank you so much for watching.